Hey, 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 hey. Black excellence, black beauty, and black pride. Black power from all diasporas coincide. Progressive truth and regression eventually collide. May the beauty of the people no longer be set aside. May the black queen's grace continually mesmerize the millions who couldn't see it when looking into her eyes. And the black man's plight no longer be the disguise. Oppression, emasculation, they wanna castricize him. Take him away from the black queen, put him inside prison for slave labor, he institutionalized. Wondering on the outside, is she willing to ride? Is she willing to ride? Is she willing to fight for the love, even despite the fact that he doing time? Love that conquers all will never fade with time. If she don't choose the love that appreciates every life, his flame might get dim and he may eventually.
The State of African American Consumer Report is the first annual installment and 3-year alliance between Nielsen and the National Newspaper Publisher Association. Now, what they did was they showcased the buying and media habits and consumer trends of Black Americans. Just so you all are aware, buying power is not used as a measurement of wealth. It is defined as the total personal income an individual has available after taxes for spending on virtually everything that they buy. We're here live from Bottega and Bottega because we're looking for people to buy local and buy black.
I know that's right. It is holiday time, right? So holidays are upon us. Rob is not wearing the hat that you voted that he should wear.
First of all, nobody voted for that, Shekinah.
They did vote. We have people voting. I have data, per usual. But it's the holiday time, and everybody's going out trying to get gifts, right? And a lot of times they're stressed dealing with getting those gifts. And something we wanted to highlight in today's show is a principle of Kwanzaa, one would say. If you are more familiar with that, we were talking about how to properly pronounce that before we came on live, but Ujamaa is how I say it. But other people have other thoughts. We'll see if you know what we're talking about. But it's cooperative economics, right? So if you're talking about buying power, Black people in the United States of America have $1.4 trillion worth of buying power. This 2019 holiday season is set to be a record spending year. So if we're talking about cooperative economics and we're going to exercise that buying power strategically to make things happen and impact our urban community, the question is, how are you going to exercise your buying power this holiday season? So we are at Bottega and Bottega on 1301 Locust Street, and we are...
Don't forget that you need to enter through the grand entrance.
The Grand Avenue.
Yes,
entrance.
yes. Because I pulled up from Grand,
yes,
parked my car,
okay,
and right we outside. Came on in,
right on 13th,
and we right there on 13th Street.
Right, and we are going to talk to the owners of Bottega and Bottega today, and we're going to chat with them about being a Black-owned business in town, that buying power, what that looks like for them in their industry, and we're going to talk to you, giving some shout-outs to some other Black-owned businesses in our community to help leverage this record-setting holiday season, so that we can be, in turn, doing great things in our community and creating this cooperative economics that we need to have. So, we are going to take, how long do you think this music break is going to be, Robert?
30 seconds.
29 more seconds, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Urban Impact Show.
We are back. We're back. We're trying to get better at those breaks, Shekinah. I think, we say 30 seconds, we mean 30 seconds.
We're working on it.
We were close to it. We were close to it, right? So welcome back to the Urban Impact Show. And we are super excited to be right here. We're doing a live show from a Black-owned business right here in Des Moines, Iowa. Shekinah, can you tell us a little bit about where we are?
Absolutely. We are at 1301 Locust Street at Bottega and Bottega, owned by Bridget and James Neely, the beautiful folks right here. And this business is all about arts and entertainment. It's one of a kind in our city, and we are privileged to be here. And we just want to highlight some of the things going on here. In this holiday time, we're talking about getting people gifts. We're talking about principles of cooperative economics, leveraging that buying power of the $1.4 trillion and also making sure that we are strategic in this holiday season. This holiday season is set to be on record. So how are we, the urban community, in today's show specifically, the Black community, leveraging the buying power that we have to have some cooperative economics up in here? So tell us a little bit about Bottle and Bottega.
James.
Let you start it off.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Bottle and Bottega, if you haven't come here before, is a wine and paint studio. We are an art entertainment business. We basically invite people to come down, paint a wonderful image, whether it's on a canvas, on a wine glass, on ornaments. It's Christmas season. Come make your own personal ornaments that can be keepsakes and traditional items that you pass along, heirlooms. It's a great way to be able to do that. We also have wood palettes that are really popular right now to create those signature, again, those family insignias or signs that you can put outside your house, hang on your door. We have a lot of options here, but most important, Shekinah and Rob, most important, we provide an experience. And we got into this business because we wanted people to be more social, and what better way to do that than with wine and art. But caveat is that you don't have to be a wine drinker, you don't have to be a beer drinker. You can bring a non-alcoholic beverage, whatever it is that you like to sit and do that makes you comfortable, and just enjoy the experience of painting a beautiful, wonderful piece of art that, again, you created. It's your own.
I think that is great. Rob, have you painted here before? Have you had the experience of Bottle and Bottega Des Moines?
So I want to be clear on something.
So not yet. I didn't mean to put my
Wait, before you let that come out your mouth, before you let that, no, hold on, wait. No experience necessary.
True.
So you can't use that example or excuse.
Because
so I just want to
the
throw that out
last time
there.
I came in here, that's what I said. I said, man, I can't really do this, right?
And we said what?
So
we said, okay.
First of all, I want to defend myself right now.
Go ahead, defend yourself.
You know, I want to defend myself.
Stand up for yourself.
You know, after you just threw me out there. What?
Sorry, I didn't.
What? I can't believe this. Y'all believe this? So I came in here,
Yeah.
and James and I
Yeah.
had a conversation. You know,
Okay.
James Neely, you know, shouts out, one of the owners, and so we had this conversation. I was like, man, I can't really do this. Like this isn't really like my thing.
What'd I tell you?
You tell me. What you tell me?
So let me start off. Let me kind of, I guess, get rid of a couple myths.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Especially from a male perspective.
Yes.
Amen.
We hear this
Yes.
a lot that from people, whether it's in their companies or some have ladies that call here and say, hey, we'd love to do a company outing with you guys, a team building activity, but our guys don't want to do that. And I said, well, what's that? And they say that. They don't feel like they'd be good at that. And my answer to them is, if they ever come here for any type of event that we have from a public event, you'll see, I'll tell you what, 95% of the time, the men that come in here with some type of hesitancy or some type of, hey, I'm not quite sure about this, they're the ones that love the event more than anybody else. They leave here proud, they're in front of the pictures, profiling, talking about what they do. This is a great opportunity for people to, if you work at jobs, whether it's small business or large corporations, contact us. We do a lot of team building activities.
Nonprofit organizations.
Nonprofit organizations, we do fundraisers for them.
Right.
If you're celebrating anything in life, anything that life tells you, just waking up this morning is a blessing. If you want to celebrate that,
right.
we're the spot to be. Birthdays, baby bump events, bachelorette parties.
What are baby bump events?
He means
You
like
know,
gender
when they're
reveal
like-
purposes.
Gender
We have the
reveal.
baby bump, you know, you
So I've been seeing a lot of these gender reveal stuff on Facebook. Like people have been blowing up. This is a more safer option.
Much more safe.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, you
like-
say people been blowing up.
Yeah.
Women as a main term of blowing up. Generally,
no,
as
generous. Like I'm not talking about going viral,
Right.
blowing up. I'm talking about literally life lost.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this is a more safe option.
and you
Like,
have something to commemorated.
Yes.
Outside of just photographs,
Yes.
you actually have
Something that you created
Something
together.
you created
that you
because-
created together.
that
Oh,
can be
look at
also-
that! Look at that! We just did that.
So check this out. I'll
We
give
just
you a
did
perfect
that.
example.
Come through.
We had these young ladies came in here a couple months ago. They did a bachelorette party. And they're a very, very conservative group. They didn't drink, so I'm going back to we don't sell alcohol here.
Yeah.
You can bring beer or wine if you
Right.
want, but we
Yeah.
don't push it on you. You have a great time otherwise.
Yeah.
But these group of young ladies they've been friends since grade school.
Yeah.
And one of them loved Disney. They're a fan of Disney.
Yeah.
Which we are a partner.
Yeah.
Bottega was a partner with Disney. But she wanted to do a castle. So we created a custom image that was about the size, think about the size of a big screen TV.
Oh wow.
We put a castle on it, and all of her friends, 8 or 9 of her friends, maybe 10 of her friends, they painted on this castle. And this is going to be hanging in her and her husband's house from now on.
Yeah.
And at her wedding party, painted this thing. They all signed the bottom of it. She's going to get it framed, and it's going to be on her house.
Wow.
So that's what-
definitely an experience.
Thank you. That's what I was going to
I
say.
thought you were going to say like Simba. I am a fan of Lion King. I'm down for Lion King any day of the week. That's
You
my
just missed
jam.
it. We did Lion King just a couple months ago.
I miss Simba.
Yeah.
Shekinah, have you been here painting?
Multiple times. Thank you very much. With all of my non-experience, Shekinah Young has been in the building. Okay, I have
has.
pictures upon pictures
has.
in the hallway, in the guest room. Yes,
And
I
she
have
has talent,
shoes,
I must say, too.
Yes, and we bring treats. I'll invite Rob next time. That's my fault.
What
I
you
should look
doing,
out
bro?
for him.
Hey,
What we doing here?
She spent some
I'm just saying, if
I
we're
think-
talking about
she had
holiday
an experience.
shopping and wanting to get people on your list, the best gift or the best experience, we're talking about spending trillions of dollars this holiday season. Why not do that in our own communities? Why
Yes.
not do that in a local space? Why not practice Ujamaa, cooperative economics, and rotate that dollar here? Speaking of rotating dollars, we are going to talk about that in our next segment.
Our next
But before we hop to that, I wanted to talk with James and Bridget about holiday shopping and their experience. Does your family have like a tradition or anything where you get all stressed out about this shopping, or are you like, look, $1 and a wet nickel, God bless you, have a good day?
I'll be honest with you, man. Hopefully he's better than me at gift giving because I'm gonna wait till the last minute to buy your gift.
Right.
It's probably gonna be a gift card like last year.
That's true, Robert. That's true. Or like a huge thingy of chocolate.
Yes.
I don't even like chocolate.
That's
Me and Robert
expired.
have
For the
been
record-
friends forever.
For the record, that was the best I could do. So James, let's jump to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's
your
going on?
holiday
in-
experience shopping like?
So I'm gonna give you what was and what is now.
Okay.
The thing has changed. So before, when I was employed and money was coming in, because we're talking about finances.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I was freewheeling, and I, honestly, my and Bridget knows that I'm a pretty anal person, and OCD, if you call it
Okay,
that.
all right.
I'm probably all bought out by Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I probably bought everything.
Oh, wow.
I'm done. These
Yes.
days a little bit done. A little bit
You
different.
are really making me.
No, spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets.
Like, you are
Spreadsheet.
making
Yeah, I got
Spreadsheet.
I'm OCD.
You know what?
It's a spreadsheet on.
Organized.
You
That's
know,
all.
you know what? This is over. This is
No.
This is over.
This is-
Can I explain that though?
Go ahead.
That's my
Yeah, yeah,
rationale.
yeah.
So I got 3 boys,
Yes.
and you know how kids are naturally. They're gonna be looking at, oh, you got Jaden got that. But the thing is, from a dollar amount, they didn't get no difference. They were within a plus minus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I made sure they all got what they wanted.
Right.
I made sure my baby girl over here
I
got
know
what
that's
she
right.
wanted, or something I thought she wanted. But
When did you fall in love with
I
your
want to
pop?
be in budget. But if we're talking about finances, you
Yes.
can't overspend either. Though.
That's true.
That's very true.
You
That's
gotta know what
true.
you're willing to
Very
spend,
true.
Yeah.
what you can afford,
Right.
and not go over. So
Now, art though
Yes.
is art art isn't really that expensive. Like some people think, like if I come here and buy Shekinah Payton for Christmas, then like I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
So I'm gonna counteract that. So
Yes.
think about you use gift cards and they say
Look, I buy Shekinah a gift card every year.
Okay, so Shekinah, Lord.
Thank you, Rob.
Anyway, but
I love
gift cards you're going to spend probably at least $25, 50 or more, right?
Yeah.
So that $50 gets you, and most times it's to a favorite restaurant or something like that, or maybe to a
Or
department
just someplace
store.
I ran across before I got to her house.
Anyway, we're going to leave that alone. But think about comparable to coming here, all of our parties, just a registration for all of our parties are less than $50.
Wow.
They're between $25 and $50.
Wow.
Just to be,
Okay.
and you're walking away with a great experience
Okay.
with people that you enjoy hanging out with,
Okay.
or new people that you may have just met, and you're going home with something tangible,
Yes.
a painting,
Yes.
a decorative wine glass. Okay, yes, I enjoy a very good bottle of wine. But when we entertain at the house, I love being able to have my own personalized set of wine glasses.
Oh.
And we can do the stem wine glasses as well as the stemless.
Right.
But it's so cool.
So you just can't drink wine out of a regular cup.
Oh no.
She got gobbled.
Oh no. You got to, no, you can't, this ain't red cup action. No. Come on now. I've been out of college for 30 years now. Come on now.
Please bring up a good point. When you're talking
China's
about,
like that too, though.
when you're talking, definitely Shekinah is like that.
Yeah.
When you are talking about holiday shopping, you have to stay within your means.
Yep.
We want to be fiscally responsible over your own budget.
Yes.
But also, when you're supporting those local businesses, understanding that there are a plethora of options there and different things that fit different budget types. And when you talk about dollar value, I forget where that, the Civic Economic Study said for every $1 spent at a local business, 68 cents stays within that community.
Within that community.
And all the needs that we have in our community. And I'm not just talking about potholes here. I'm talking about infrastructures, storefronts. We have development, innovative spaces that are coming to be that need that support. Or even just your local businesses or your local people, your local grocery, things that you need on a regular, everyday basis. How much more effective would that be if you spend $1 locally and 68 cents of that stays? Now, I understand Amazon is at the snap of your fingertips and it just seems super convenient. But one day you're going to look up and you're going to be mad that you made all them Amazon purchases. So we are talking about shopping local, buying black specifically today on the Urban Impact Show. And we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to talk about buying power. We're going to explore what the buying power is for Black Americans and talk about what our landscape here is in Des Moines. And we have not forgot about the people who gave shout outs to Black owned businesses in our region. We're going to shout out some of those coming up in a bit.
So stay tuned and please jump on our live, share with the people right now. If you have some Black owned businesses, start commenting, start putting those businesses on our live right now. We're live from where, Shekinah?
Bottle and Bottega, 1301 Locust.
Make sure that you enter from the grand entrance. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. We are back. You are watching the Urban Impact Show, and I am one of your hosts, Shekinah Young.
And I'm Rob Johnson.
And you will notice that I no longer have that hat on because Rob Johnson has accepted the Christmas spirit. Let's give it up for Brother Rob Johnson, Black Santa in the building. I am so proud of you right now, Robert Johnson. But we are talking about holiday time, and people are running around trying to get gifts for different holidays that are coming up, and how we specifically want to support our local economy and specifically buying black and what that opportunity looks like. What is that buying power? So first segment, we're at Bottle and Bottega, 1301 Locust. We are chatting with the owners of Bottle and Bottega, James and Bridget Neely. Whoop whoop, give it up for the Neelys in the building. Yes, and our first segment, we talked a little bit about the pressures of holiday shopping. We don't know about you guys, but we feel some pressures with that sometimes. They reminded us, stay within your means, don't go above and beyond what you can do, but also be aware of opportunities that may be out there that you don't even know. We highlighted how shopping locally allows for 68 cents of every dollar to stay within that community. And imagine the greater impacts that we could have if we do that within the black community as well. This segment, we are talking about buying power.
Yes. We're talking about buying power. Just so you all are aware, buying power is not based upon wealth. It's not based upon, long money, old money. What is based upon is after tax dollars, after taxes, and after you've spent all of your bill money. Don't do that.
On bills.
On bills only, right?
Right.
how much do you have left to spend on things that you want to buy? So that's where buying power is. And African Americans in this entire country have $1.4 trillion after tax dollars to spend on things that they actually want to buy. So that gives if you're wondering, people say all the time, man, you don't want to go to the hood. Well, why are the Asian and the Arab stores set up in the hood if there's no money there? Nobody puts businesses where there isn't any money.
Right.
So there's money there to be made, and somebody is capitalizing off of the dollars of our after-tax dollars, and some of us are bill money. But the point here is about your buying power. And the reason it's called power is because it is exactly what you can do and how you can control where your money is going. It is.
Right? It really is influence. And so we're talking about, in my term, Ujamaa, cooperative economics. So talking with business owners in our area, we want to explore the topic of buying power.
Yes.
If we know that Black America has $1.4 trillion in buying power, if we know that researchers are expecting this holiday season to be a record-setting holiday season in the trillions, what does that mean for buying power for our community? There's some criticism of buying power too, but just from a business owner perspective, James, maybe you can go first. What do you think about that? Is buying power real, and how can that be used most effectively to impact businesses in our community?
Buying power is definitely for real. I see it every day. Just that, people are, whether you're a business owner, working with a vendor, or a customer trying to find the best deal for themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in a certain space is out there fighting and trying to position themselves to be able to get that extra dollar, whether it's myself and another experiential service that's out there. So one part of the equation of the buying power is knowing your worth and what you want to get a value out of those dollars. And kind of back to this subject, I think that one of the challenges we may have in our community is understanding and valuing one business that may be doing the same thing as another business, but the optics or the perception of wearing, I'm not as big into fashion, but the Timberlands or whatever versus some other brand that may be owned by a person of color's brand that's an up and coming designer is, until we get over some of those stigmas of I'm going here and it's a ego boost or it's something that gets seen in social media as a steam,
something that's hot.
It's hot. It's a challenge we have because we don't have currently these days. We don't have a lot of businesses that have or Black-owned businesses that are in every space. And if you look at the whole cycle of business from finance, we don't have a lot of Black banks. We don't have a lot of Black retail clothing stores. What comes first to mind when you think about Black-owned businesses? In most cases,
Barbershop or hair
Barbershop,
hair spot.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? So,
do you all think that our buying power is dampered by, like, for example, what comes to mind sometimes when people look at Black-owned businesses is service, right?
Yeah.
Is that they're not going to get
service.
they're not going to get the level of service that they would get from other businesses.
Correct.
And again, that's a myth, though.
It is. It absolutely is a myth. But my point is that if you think about it, you're actually probably going to get an even better service because they're going to, because
they gotta work
as a
hard.
Black-owned business, we know. We can automatically relate, and therefore we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that the experience is a good experience because we want you to come back. But then also we want to make sure you feel like you're welcome. So that's just like when people come in here, we're welcoming everybody with a smile. We want you to walk in here feeling like, oh my God, this is a great space, and making sure that you feel that welcome, warm, energetic vibe when you walk through the door, and you're like, wow, this is a place. Okay, this is a place I belong.
Yep.
This is a place where I fit.
Right.
Yep.
Definitely. That's a really important thing to bring up about the service.
Yep.
And also not trying to be trendy so much, but being more strategic with how you spend your money and who you choose to support. One piece of data that I found about how the dollars rotate in communities and how often they stay there. The Asian community, this data was cited last year, so hopefully we're a little better this year. The Asian community is known to keep their dollar within the community for 28 days. So a little less than a month, but still good. The Jewish community, 21 days. White community, 23 days. And the black community, 6 hours.
It's a shame.
$1.4 trillion.
Leaves our hands.
Yes. And so, like, by stay in the community, that means circulating it's often referred to as the multiplier effect.
Yes.
So circulating it within that local economy before leaving through the purchase of an import, something that was not created there.
Yep.
So I think what we're really talking about is being a consumer versus a producer, and like the right ratio of that. And a lot of times it's easy to get gloom and doom on those things, like, well, we're not doing this and we're not doing that. What that shows me is opportunity. We have a great opportunity to impact businesses in our neighborhood. If 68 cents is staying from every $1 and we have $1.4 trillion, even if just half of that, that opportunity can create some things in our neighborhoods and opportunity and jobs and stimulate economic growth. We talk about people going places to volunteer and covering up graffiti with paint. And there's one thing to volunteer in that kind of way, but there's another thing to put efforts towards something that creates a rippling effect.
Yeah.
Put efforts towards something that creates jobs, that sustains economies,
Yep.
that creates long-lasting change that will be felt even after that volunteer effort is over.
Can I just share an example of, so we're talking about cooperative economics.
Yes.
And so going back to what you just said about keeping the dollar in our own communities.
Yes.
And talking about buying black, supporting black-owned businesses. I was just in the last 2 days, I've met 3 black female entrepreneurs.
Shout out. Do you know?
Individual business owners.
Yes.
One who's been in business here in Des Moines for 12 years. One who has, I'm not quite sure how long she's been in business, but she's a Des Moines native,
Yeah.
born and raised here, but owns her own business in another area of town. And then another young woman who just recently moved to town within the last few months. And all 4 of us, I'm thinking how we could be supporting each other
Yes.
through that cooperative economics.
Yes, absolutely.
And so we're actually building that framework right now
Wow.
to be able to not only help promote their business and services, but then also to bring people here into our space to use or to experience our services
Yeah.
and boost our business. So that's a perfect example of cooperative business in action if we will take the time and take the effort to just reach out to one another and say, hey, what are you doing? How can I help? How can I support? How can we work together to be able to boost each other so that we stay here? Because if we don't get the support, whether it's financial, moral, what have you, marketing support, promotional support, advertising support, if we don't get that, we're not going to be here to be a service. We're not going to be here to be able to, for you all to be able to buy from.
Yep. So you are tuned into the Urban Impact Show. We are live from, now it's Bottle. I keep saying.
Bottega.
See, what do I keep saying?
Bottega.
Okay, so Bottle and Bottega.
Yes.
It's not a D in there. It's phonetics, everybody. So Bottle and Bottega. So we are live, 1301 Locust Ave. Their entrance is closer to the Grand, to 13th and Grand, closer to the Grand Avenue is where their entrance is. Come check them out. We are live right here. Come on down, say hi. People are going to be pulling up. Oh, there's somebody's pulling up right now to come say what's up to us. So come on down, say what's up. Check out the art that they have for sale as we looking to buy local, buy black. And you're tuned into the Urban Impact Show. I'm one of your hosts, Rob Johnson.
I'm your favorite host, Shekinah Young, and we will be right back with your favorite, or maybe not your favorite, just some opportunities for you to buy black in our local area. We got some shout outs that we've heard, and if you have a business, a black owned business that you would like us to shout out,
yes,
drop it in the comments. If you could link to their page or something, we'll make sure that we link up with them and practice this cooperative economics. It's the Urban Impact Show.
We'll be right back. Everybody. So, first of all, I want to be clear. She kind of said she's your favorite host. Actually, she's like just one of the best people in the world. So, I'll definitely allow that.
You want me to be okay with that gift card? It's cool, I accept gift card.
Wait a minute. Look, it's always tacos involved, and I heard that women love tacos. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Look at Bridget's face. James is like, dial out, Rob. Dial out. So
executive producer telling us to keep moving with the show, so we're just going to keep doing that.
Yes. So you're watching the Urban Impact Show. We are live from Bottle and Bottega. We are live right here, 1301 Locust. Their interest is closer to the Grand Avenue, to 13th and Grand Avenue. So come on down, check out. They have paintings for sale. You can come participate in a lot of their opportunity. I'm thinking about getting Shekinah and Deidre's Christmas gifts here. I'm gonna get them the same painting that they're gonna share 6 months out of the year. One is gonna go to Shekinah's house, and then Deidre and Marvin can share the other one for the next 6 months until Christmas come back around. Pray hard now. So we're live, and we're talking about supporting local and also buying black. In this segment, we want to talk about that support. We've been talking about this economic. I really want to call it more of an infusion, because it's an opportunity to basically pump cash from each other, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, so huge shout out to Wings on Wheels.
Yes.
I just had their wings earlier, and she kind of stole all my fries, so I need some more fries, y'all.
I am eating consciously, and I only ate a couple of his fries. I will be running later.
Yeah. And so this opportunity, Bridget talked about it in our last segment about how she met 4 other black-owned business owners, and by meeting them, they're able to kind of connect together and help each other. So the next thing you know, you come into Bottle and Bottega and you see something for somebody else's business up, and then they're able to go there, and then you see Bottles and Bottega sign up at their shop, and then you're able to come here. So it continues that rotation of support and of that dollar. Huge shout out also to Keisha Davis, who did Will and I winter hats. She knitted them by hand. The hat was only $20, and she did some really cool designs. I didn't even pay attention to this until it was posted on Facebook, and somebody was like, "Oh man, look at the handwork!"
Oh, wow.
And I was like, man, like I'm wearing this hat, and I'm just thinking, oh, I got me a black knitted hat,
right.
And then as I paid closer attention, she like interweaved different things in there. The lines were different, and it was all done by hand.
Created your own personal hat.
She did.
But that's a work of art.
It is. Yeah. She did one for Will too. So we got a lot of just black entrepreneurs, and it's not even just here in Des Moines, but Keisha's in Waterloo, right? Like I'm really hoping that this spreads like they said Ebola did.
So there's lots of opportunity for cooperative economics, for us to work together, whether you are a business owner or just a patron at the time. And we are joined by the Neelys, of course, if you don't know these 2 famous faces in our local community. James and Bridget Neely are the owners of Bottle and Bottega here at 1301 Locust. The interest is off of Grand, 13th and Grand. And we are getting a business owner's perspective on cooperative economics. How can we best work together? Is buying power really real? We found some information how the holiday season is trending to be a record-setting holiday season. Black America has $1.4 trillion of spending power, and we have some challenges with our dollar rotating within our community, but we see that as an opportunity and how we're going to move forward and do those things. So from a business perspective, what about our viewers that are not entrepreneurs? They don't own businesses. How would you say are best ways for them to get involved in this cooperative economics to support each other?
Grassroots efforts, word of mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about the businesses that are out there. I can think of so many that are maybe in-home businesses, or so you look at our caterers. We have a ton of caterers in town.
Yeah.
And we have you've got the Great Frame Up that's owned by Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
You've got there is massage therapy. I cannot remember the name of it. Anyway, so yes, exactly.
I love you. Exactly. I'm so sorry.
Wait, she does massage therapy,
Yes,
right?
she does.
And her
Yes,
and
in
her husband
Riverdale.
is Dion and
His name's Dion. I don't know their last name. Emmanuel.
yeah. I just saw him at the play over at Corinthian.
Yeah.
So we were just with them earlier today, but it's so I think about all these businesses. This is cooperative economics right here. Is me reaching out to you and saying, hey, how can we love to have you back at the White House with you? That was a connection that we already had.
Right.
So, but for some reason, never even thought about it until that moment.
Right.
We should be hosting you or giving you space to be able to broadcast live.
Yeah.
And then, as it turns events, you allowed us to be on the show. We weren't even expecting this. But it was phenomenal. But that's cooperative economics for us. So that's why I go back to grassroots.
Yeah.
It's just, if you're in the moment, all of a sudden you start coming up with these ideas and these ways to be able to connect and support one another. Let that naturally happen.
That's good. So grassroots, shouting your businesses out, acknowledging those people, stopping by, saying what's up, giving them a positive review on any of those digital local sites. If you or your employer are in need of some services that those businesses offer, you can mix and mingle with all of that. If you personally are in need of those services,
Well, they call that influencing without authority.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yes.
So if you hear people, if you got committees in your offices that are planning events or looking for fundraisers or looking for caterers,
Yes.
that's when you can start gripping those things and making the broader audience that's writing the checks, making them aware that we exist.
Right.
Yep.
Rob, you got some shout outs over
I
there?
do. So I got a few shout outs. So I just want to say real quick before I shout this one person out. I don't get my nails done. I just want to be clear. I do not get my nails done.
I don't know, they look kind of
But I did go get a manicure. Somebody was watching the show and they was like, Rob, you really need a manicure. Your what is it? Your cuticles? Your cuticles look terrible. And I was like, first of all, you're paying way too close attention to my hands. But thanks for watching the show. So, but real talk though, huge shout out to Natoya Winters from Perfect 10. We have Leg Room Productions who is doing our cut on the videos. We have YouTube that'll be going up for the Urban Impact show here soon. So this show, he'll actually chop this show up, put it on YouTube for different segments. So big shout out to Leg Room Productions. We also have, what's her name from Drake? She owns her own consulting business.
Well, which kind of consulting? Photography?
No, I can't remember. But as soon as we get it pulled back up, we do have some more.
Great frame up with Angela Jackson. We know she is also my lead sister, our lead sister. We love her. MMK Construction. Got some construction needs? Hit up MMK Construction. Teresa Zilk Creative Consulting. I didn't even know you did that, Teresa.
Yeah, and she's watching right now too. So huge shout out to her.
Yes, huge shout out to Teresa. Shelly's Sugar Shack.
Oh my God,
Yes.
I really need some cookies right now, or peach cobbler.
Y'all heard me say I was on a diet. But Shelly's Sugar Shack, on our first show, when we were at the Clash of the Clippers, Rob, wasn't Shelly's Sugar Shack at
Yeah, she was there. Yep, she was there.
Rob made me violate my healthy eating and brought me a piece of caramel cake. I love caramel cake.
First of all, we almost call. I think Jesus himself reached down into those ingredients.
Design fetish with Deshira. She has all of your creative design needs. You should hit her up and see what she has going on over there. Hey, cuties, if you need an outfit for Sunday or Monday or Tuesday, New Year's Eve, you know they say you get dressed up on Thanksgiving and go to the living room. What about you need? Case Cuties has you. We are going to continue to shout out more small businesses, but we have to talk about other things before we do that. So, if you have a small business or you know of a small business that needs a shout out, if you want to be a part of this cooperative economics that we are talking about, learning how you can do that even if you don't have a business, drop the business's name and their link in our comments under this video. We'll make sure we shout them out. One of our favorite small businesses that's being really effective in the Des Moines area and within our state is the Urban City Magazine. Urban City Magazine is doing a lot of things and putting a lot of people on the map, starting conversations and narratives and podcasts like you see right now that would not normally be in those spaces. So we really do appreciate it. Shout out to Urban City Magazine.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to the guy who did the popcorn. So
yes, Posh.
Yes, Posh Popcorn. Huge shout out to them. Just real quick, I do want to say one thing. What I love about the Neelys and their business as they strive to provide excellent experience and service. Here's what I love about it. If somebody comes here and let's say, you know, they want to paint something, but they may not have all of the right thing to get it painted, they're going to find you something that will meet the need that you're looking for, right? Like, we have to strive to do excellent business like that. If you running a business, popcorn or cookies or cinnamon rolls, and you run out of cinnamon rolls, just tell the people who are asking you, don't just say, hey, we're out, but say, hey, I want to earn your business, so here's my solution to what this issue just caused. Yes, we're out right now, but I'm willing to give you a 10% discount if you hang on and buy, you know, I have a next batch coming in the next few days, right? And so I think that's also a part of it. Shekinah, when we look at businesses, we have to also look at that aspect. Like, they're here, all of this stuff is for sale. Right? Like I told y'all earlier, Shekinah and Deidre gonna have to share this painting called Love, right? Like, I mean, look at this. Like, all of this stuff is for sale, and it's an opportunity for us to support and buy black and local.
Right. Very true. We have about 60-something comments to make it through.
Yes.
To shout out these small businesses. So we're gonna take another 30-second break, and we're serious this time. 30 seconds. We're going to get together with these small businesses. You have 28 seconds to get your small business into the comments and link to their page, and we'll give them a shout out in 30 seconds. You're watching the Urban Impact Show. I'm Shekinah Young.
I'm Rob Johnson. We'll be right back.
We are back, and you're watching the Urban Impact Show. We are talking about holiday shopping. A time of year where everybody's talking about shopping. We're on record to set a record for the amount of money that will be spent this holiday season. We're talking about the concept of Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Black buying power is real, and we have an opportunity to greatly impact our community. When you spend $1 at a local business, 68 cents of that stays within your community. And so we're talking about how to strategically influence that, how to buy black and keep that within the community. We are joined by the Neelys, and we are at 1301 Locust, Bottle and Bottega. We have a very short amount of time to shout out all of these businesses. So here we go. Right.
Yo, huge shout out to Words Taylor and his motivational business and all of the moves that he's making. Big shout out to him.
Consulting service for what do you call when you're on social media and influencer?
Yes.
For influencers, he's seen some noted progress with a lot of big folks. So
yes. Also, what is it? Kolaches.
Yes, Coach's Collage.
Yeah, Coach's Collage out there in Clive.
Yeah.
You know, I actually went out there and tried it. It's actually pretty good. It's new for me, but I hear that it's big in Texas. But you know, huge shout out to them.
It's like it's a savory, like it's a bun.
It's like a biscuit. Like a good old biscuit.
But it's a bun and it has like meat in it, or there's different things in it. They have different, so you have different options.
Team
Strong, John Martin's
Team Strong.
Team Strong.
Yep. The great. Did you do the great frame?
We did do the great frame.
We did.
Also, what about Ward? So Ward. So I do want to shout out our Black mental health therapists.
Yes, absolutely.
Our Black mental health therapists. Huge shout out to Brianne Ward and Kenneth Cameron, who and Janae Ellen, who are doing major things in the city of Des Moines to bring therapy to African Americans talking about mental health. So huge shout out to
After you get your
them.
mental health straight, you got to drop out lifestyle juices that will keep you all the way good. You know what you put in is reflective on what's on the outside of you. People talk about their skin and they want their face beat, like that slang for makeup for the people who aren't there. And if you put good things in, and that natural stuff will come on out. So lifestyle juices, I have gone over there a couple of times, and I love that smoothie shop.
Huge shout out to all of our barbershops. Big Blades, Platinum, out there in West Des Moines, Imperial, Supreme.
Yes.
And then you also got Tony Mack with Clippernomics.
Yes.
And then even you got Ty.
In transition.
Yeah, and then you got Tina at Paparazzi. You got Tootie over at So You, and then you got Amanda over at Beautiful Beginnings.
Yes.
And you got Sheila Woods. Huge shout out to all of them. And Arius.
I heard good thing. I heard he's really good with color.
Yeah, he is. He does. Excuse me. He does. Hey, Tina said she's gonna put some hair on my head. I just want y'all to know that.
When Tina puts hair on his head, I'm gonna need some of that Black and Bold coffee or tea. I'm not a big fan of coffee, but tea is my jam, and Black and Bold has some great stuff. They even have some accessories like mugs and things like that, and that is a local Black-owned business that keeps
get them
us.
at what stores?
Well, they're at Price Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's some other deals going on. Shout out to I always pronounce your last name, Purnell. Shout out to Purnell and Jessica.
And what about Roots? What about Roots? Their food.
Yes.
Oh, definitely with that jerk. That is
Yes.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. They made me a jerk chicken egg sandwich at the
the engineer popped his head.
at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
I was really wanting a breakfast sandwich, and I really wanted to try the jerk chicken.
Yeah.
So we were like, yo, let's put them together and see if we can create a good meal.
Yeah.
So they sliced the meat, put it on this side
I
of
don't
the.
really like this sandwich, as you see,
I did.
because he
And
is
then-
taking a very valuable minutes to talk about the sandwich. I want to talk about Desmond Adams' talent search.
Yes.
Focus and find. That's a huge opportunity that we can definitely tap into. Looking out for executive searches, and we have some executives in the community. You hope to become an executive. It's important to know what search agency that you need to be involved with.
Yes.
The Shoe Plug, if you're a shoe head or if you just want a specific kind of shoe, the Shoe Plug LLC can definitely get you where you need to be. I see you with the Marians going around trying to make sure diversity and inclusion is a valid topic and transparent in our corporate as well as like nonprofit communities. Vivian Soul Food.
Out there in Cedar Rapids, owned by my
Shout out to
homeboy
Cedar Rapids.
Jerome Smallwood. Huge shout out to you, and thank you for all that you're doing for helping pushing felons' rights as well. Huge shout out.
Diane, Bry, Marcus, MF. I'm not sure what the business is, but Purnell tagged y'all on Facebook, so shout out to your business. I'm happy that it's out there alive and thriving. We wish you all that well with that 1 point whatever trillions of dollars is going to happen in this holiday spending. We hope you get a slice of that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Alicia, eventfully yours. Yes. Laura's Blings and Things. I have bought some things.
Susie's Cakes. Huge shout out to Susie.
Susie's
by the way, I need a caramel cake from both Shelly and Susie. Don't worry about what it's for. Just go ahead on and make that.
If you finish with all of these cakes and during this sweet season and you like, I need to get this together, Vanessa Esther.
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce her last name?
Yep.
She has some fitness wear for ladies that would like to get some things in different shapes.
And while you're working out with Vanessa's stuff, you can be working out with Zakia English over at SoulFit.
Definitely.
As she a personal trainer, and she talks about how she lost 100 pounds and how she's continuing on her healthy journey. So huge shout out to her. Also, so I have a cleaning lady, and she's freaking amazing. And actually, she's
on our team.
She's actually on our team. So huge shout out to Assured Cleaners. That is ran by our very own Nicole Hoskins.
Yeah, she does very good work.
She does very good work. And anybody who's judging me right now, try her out. You won't be judging me for long.
Venom Football League, shout out to Garrick, Tiffany Johnson, and the whole Pyramid Theater crew team. We really appreciate them. Who else do we have? Dippin' Clothing, Carlos Anthony, Legroom Productions. We talked about that. Perfect 10, we talked about that. Dewana Bradley, definitely. We love Dewana. We've had
the Urban Experience,
Definitely the Urban Experience. Delicias by Lorena. Have you had her food?
I'm not.
It is great.
Wait,
she got
is that what's his name? Joshua's wife?
Yes, Joshua's wife who has the name Lorena. Is who you're talking about. Right? Whitfield Lawn and Garden. If you need to get your lawn together, if it's looking wrong or you got some creatures in the lawn, call them. They can definitely get you right. Al Garden with Annuities Plus. Money management. We definitely need to talk about that. Our boy Stoy Hall. We went to drink with him.
Yeah, Stoy Hall, definitely. Can I just take a moment of personal privilege here real quick? Make sure when you're looking at these financial advisors that you're getting somebody that can give you a scope of everything and not just one silo thing.
Yeah.
So huge shout out to Stoy Hall for getting that really tough license on being able to look at everything and not just one thing.
And if you are looking for an experience that involves art, or maybe not, maybe you just want to hang with your friends. Do you like alcohol? Do you not like alcohol? That's fine. If you want to paint, or you just want to have an experience with a group of people that you really enjoy, you should stop into 1301 Locust Avenue, Bottle and Bottega, where our friends, the Neelys, are the owners of this business, and they have had some great experiences here. Rob's going to sign up for some experiences. He got something he want to tell the group.
Real quick, one of my brothers out in Indiana, he owns his own business called Hoyt Transportation, Hoyt Bay Transportation.
That's right. We need different industries represented. Shout out to Hoyt Bay Transportation.
So this has been such an amazing show because all of those businesses we just talked about, you have an opportunity to support, and you have an opportunity to support this business right here, Bottle and Bottega.
Yeah.
You have that major opportunity.
And if you're looking for other businesses in different industries that we did not call out or you haven't seen, feel free to go to WeBuyBlack.com. WeBuyBlack.com has lots of different folks all around the globe.
Soap and all types of stuff that you can
everyday
use.
Products.
Yep.
So if you really want to put that dollar to use and just make sure you're rotating that in the black community, you are more than welcome to do that.
Final thoughts from the Neelys.
Well, first thing, thank you for inviting us and coming to our space. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just real quick, just to let you know, we have gift certificates that you can buy as gifts for the holidays. Go to our website, and you can register for public events right on our website too. And if you have something special coming up, birthdays, celebrations, you can go to our website and request to talk to us about a time to get something booked.
And if that's not on your agenda right now or it can fit in your schedule, just pop by the studio because as Rob mentioned, we have several paintings available for purchase, from kids paintings to paintings for women to scenery paintings to whatever you're looking for. If you're looking for that special gift, we have paintings as well as we sell frames, so we can frame it for you and everything. So just come on down and check us out.
So how do they get in contact with you? You got phone number, you got some social handles.
We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got our website, and we have our phone number.
Yeah, and our phone number is 515-505-7111. Real simple.
Easy.
You can follow us on Facebook at Bottle and Bottega Des Moines, as well as Instagram, and our website is bottleandbottega.com/Des Moines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope that you have enjoyed this show. We're talking truly about supporting black-owned businesses, buying local. Shekinah is our data person, and she's always talking about how the money is rotating in our community. Let's do a better job at doing that this season, especially this Christmas season, as we look to buy gifts.
Awesome.
Ditto. You're watching the Urban Impact Show. Thanks.
See you next time.
Oh, really?